Hello, everyone. So, I ran into a glitch. Now, I was a beta tester, and that giant fight was a lot harder, and there was a lot of differences. Um, Without getting too technical, basically, my modding experiments got into my Skyrim data folder. Um, I had to do a clean install of Skyrim, and I had to reinstall the collection upon starting a new game. I had three bars at the bottom like I did in the beta, so I knew everything was working right. Now, I tried to reload my save to see if I could save it. It corrupted my Skyrim folder in my documents again. It brought back extensions that the hotfix here for 3.1, like the Lissa O stem, was supposed to remove, and upon trying to start a new game after loading that save to see if I can get it back, it returned all that. The three bars were gone, so I wiped my documents folder again. I didn't nuke Skyrim this time, but we're going to try and reinstall it, and in the next video we do, we're going to have to start from scratch. I have a microphone on this time. I'm actually at home. I can't use the headphones at work, so it's a little more all over the place. Now, I made some decisions for this channel until um, my family's moved back into our home, and I have a little privacy and could put a little more work into these videos. I'm not going to monetize it. The trade-off is I won't have to kill the music as long as I'm not monetizing the videos. Sorry, I'm getting ready to chug energy drinks and pull an all-nighter to get this working again. It's currently not downloading the entire collection all over again. Um, it's downloading the file from Wabbajack. I did a clean install of Wabbajack too. So my promise to you guys is while I'm doing the videos for this channel, I'm going to stop with my modding experiments. Now that's correct. I'm going to double check this. Make sure I don't have a lowercase o or anything like that. Yeah, that's where we want to install, and that is the mod download folder. We're going to go ahead and install. Now, I have all the mods downloaded already. I could install the beta list again. I love the beta list, and it never caused me any problems, but I wasn't doing what I was doing on other collections. And we start up again, taking more of the Sinister 7 into consideration. Um, I've been watching some Lore Rim playthroughs, and I think I might try um, more of a Spellblade or a Witcher build, if you will. I don't know if you can really call it that because we don't have the perks and Hymns of Hercine. Hymns of Hercine, it's a true RPG and character building, your faults, even your negative traits, are more done through how you play in the world. I worry I do too much like getting my income going and skill chasing all over the place to focus on one thing to be ready to defeat the sinister. The thing about them is if you go all magic, you're gonna get that one or two magical boss that is resistant to all elements. When I fight that boss, I'm going to have to rely heavy on my conjuration. So we're going to have some conjuration in our new build, but we're also going to have some one-handed because I think it's the Frost Mage. She, she's totally element to, or immune to elemental magic, like you find in destruction. So we're just not going to mess too much with that. Um, Over here you have the README for HOH, but as you can see, it's installing the files already. It has 600 gigabytes to install. I had to wipe all my collections. I had quite a few. Um, they just all don't like to play nice with each other. I think another problem is I logged into Nexus through the mod organizers collections and associated the links that way. I think that might have been my problem. Um, I don't want to. I like no this. I do. I think it's a great Legacy of the Dragonborn focus collection, and that's what it is. Um, like the hymn, like the Scrolls of Sativa collections, I think they're all Legacy of the Dragonborn. Um, I play a lot of Lore Rim because it's hard to find a good collection without it. Not that it's not for me, but if I want to play Legacy of the Dragonborn, I'll play Legacy of the Dragonborn. If I want to play Skyrim, I'm going to play Skyrim. If I want to play Requiem, I'm going to play Requiem. This one tries to combine the two, and they're doing a great job. They're, in fact, on the For Honor system, the stamina is going to be more involved. It's kind of like Requiem, but they're taking the different elements of Requiem and they're isolating it to separate mods. I guess to make it easier to organize for them. Now I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch the entire install. I'm just giving you a heads up. We're starting from scratch and why. Um, I'm not going to go on any more rants, but yeah, it's all about your RPG style. Hymns of Hercine is just something new. It's new. It's a true RPG. Um, you just a lot of the character building you would normally do in the starting room, you do in the world. Battling, deciding how you're going to spend your perks. I think I need to look more into the expanded skills as well to see if they help. I kind of ignore those. It's probably why I don't go too far in what room either. I'm working on it though. But yeah, so this is what your night can look at if you're like me and you know you didn't know anything about modding, you wanted to know, and I know a lot now. Um, I would say I'm a pretty skilled noob. Um, I could take any safe for work collection, make it not safe for work, um, take that as you will, and I could take different mods, get them working. I could do patches where you add like a quest mod, like the Evil Mansion, and you have floating elements. I could bring them down. I could pull things out of the ground, things like that. I know how to use the creation kit now. Um, I know how to switch out the behavior engines, which I love doing. Pandora's honestly my favorite. I kind of prefer Pandora way over Nemesis. faster and more streamlined. After you have your paths configured, you have one button to press. After that, you're just reading logs. Um, I need to play a little more with Sinise, or yeah, I think it's called Sinesis. Oh yeah, I don't have a Scrolls of Sativi thing to show you. I actually still do have my Lorem install. Let me get that pulled up. Show you guys a little bit what I'm talking about. This is a clean Lorem install. This is great because maybe I can get this unassociated before Hymns of a Hercine downloads. Oh, ma. Before I click anything, let's just. I'll see if I can go back here. Display capture. Okay, so it's asking me. It's not set up to run XM links associated with. Um, I think that's fine. That's not going to hurt anything. But here's what I did that I'm worried kind of messed me up. I went here to Nexus and I connected it. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to disconnect it from Nexus. Hopefully that works for all of them. I'm not going to add anything through that feature anymore. That's one possibility. The other possibility is, okay, we'll just let it restart. The other possibility is Nulvis broke my install. See, the thing about Nulvis, when you install it, you use a custom installer, and what really concerned me was this custom installer was checking for a global mod organizer profile. Now, I've never had problems like this before. I'm not really reinstalling Nulvis due to this problem, which is really sad. There's a lot of stuff that I liked in it even more than Hymns of Hercine. Like these little cult guys in masks running around um, that had amazing custom conjuration spells and things like that you can get through combat. Also used the For Honor system. I thought it was totally amazing. But anyway, it was checking for that. So I'm wondering if Nulvis was a global install. Now, all my modding work at the base level I was doing on Nulvis, just because it was using an older version of Skyrim, more customizable, less things to go wrong, easier to learn on. Like I learned to fix the purple match map glitch, which will happen from time to time. I learned to install patches. I had it working with the updated Sky UI 6. And it was great just going to touch my other collections and focus on playing. I it appears that while focusing on that, I broke a lot of things outside my collection, and unfortunately, I can't have that. So I will not be reinstalling that collection while we move forward. If I do, it's going to be isolated and strictly to make videos on, which is sad because it's going to be the last collection I have that has the Clockwork mod, which is a classic horror mod. Um, but it's rather buggy with EMBs, it's buggy with lighting, it edits the neb mash files, which is your world files, and you kind of want to avoid that as much as possible if you're a mod creator or a modder in general, because it'll mess things up for other games. In fact, Clockwork's getting removed out of Lore Rim soon, so in version 5. If I edit again, it's not going to be anything too in depth. There's one last modding project I want to try, which I'll try when I have everything working again. um, there's a custom Morrowind UI I think would be great for Lore Rim. It has all the patches you need to put it into Lore Rim. Does everything the user interface and on. Now in version 5, Lore Rim is going to be used. I think it's called Nordium. It's a complete UI where everything's not broken up and they can kind of streamline the development as much as possible, make everything a lot similar or simpler. Biggie's got, 2 kids now. You can't do too much overseeing and working the project. He's got too much real life stuff going on. A lot of mods are going behind paywalls now, which is excluding them from Wabbajack, meaning you have to custom install them. I'm not going to name any of them out. A lot of people want to get paid for their work. I can't blame them. And unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. Um, and Bethesda, in a lot of people's opinion, did a horrible job with the Creator Studio dictating what can and cannot happen there. Um, they won't let you put anything not safe for work there. They won't allow the levelers tower there. But many times people create accounts on there and they take mods off and Nexus. They take the work, um, and then they try to get paid for the mods on there. Not cool. Totally not cool. In the meantime, the mod authors, you can't offer any support for them. Not a lot of quality, but a lot of control. Um, Mod creators would make over 60%, over half. So it's not nothing. It would be a good deal for them, but a lot of people just don't want to move that way. As for me, um, as you guys already know, I have a job. I'm kind of doing this just for the love of the game. I'm not looking to get paid. That's why I'm not going to monetize the channel. Um, I will monetize the channel going forward in the future. Low key, I'll have some, was it DRC or DCM, something like that. Free basically copyright free tracks to play in the background. But when I'm putting more work into these videos, later this year, and I'm actually putting time into editing and not just hitting start and stop record, and opening video editors and adding effects and intros and things like that. I'll start to monetize. I might do some clips. I'll learn about clipping, but for now, um, I won't monetize so we can keep the music. Fair trade off. I'm still getting paid in the meantime. I'm on the clock when you hear me. Go back here. Check on our Wabbajack. They already have everything downloaded. These things still take a long time to install. So when you see me upload again, we will try again at episode 1. I might do a quick run through, make sure everything is loading correctly. We don't have the Lissa OSTEM add-on patch, which was supposed to be removed for this. And we'll go from there. Thanks to the 11 people who viewed my original video. Uh, Hope to see you guys in the future. We'll try to redo that stream either tomorrow or I'll do it at work Sunday. Sunday through Tuesday, I do evening shifts. It's a little busier, um, more downtime on the screen, but bear with me. It's gonna get better. Have a good night.